Now, making a career in digital marketing means you have to start your journey with understanding the topics and the job types that we have in the digital marketing domain. So if you are thinking about becoming an expert, then it's really important that you understand the profile first. You finalize which profile you are going to start with. I mean, I have seen people who want to start with everything, who want to learn everything in digital marketing. In fact, when people go to institutes, they are asked to do everything in digital marketing. They start with website development, social media, PPC, media planners, SEO executive, website and graphic designers. And I wonder, how can you learn everything in the span of 3 to 6 months? I mean, I have seen people learning one single skill in digital marketing in like a span of 2 to 3 years. And in fact, when you get into an interview, you're not expected to know everything in digital marketing. So first of all, it's really important for you to decide one single domain. If you are good with planning, keyword, and media planning and buying part, you start with becoming a media planner. If you are good with things like search engine marketing, Google Ads, GTM, Google Analytics setup, you start with PPC executive. If you are good with understanding of platforms like Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn and Twitter, you become a social media executive. You become website developer, SEO, graphic designer, email marketer. And finally, once you have the understanding of all of these profiles, then you can think about becoming a performance marketer, someone who drives the performance out of different platforms in digital marketing, or else you become a project manager. So, as I said, starting your journey means you have to decide one single platform first. You have to decide one single job role first. Now, let's say you have convinced yourself to become a PPC executive. And the reason why I recommend people to become this PPC executive is because this profile is having the most available jobs in the market. Now, let's say you have decided, yes, you'll be becoming a PPC executive. Then you should know what salaries you are expecting from this profile. And you also go through the salaries available in different profiles. Just because you should be having the right expectation after choosing your profile. So in the beginning, you start with an internship. Usually people start in internships in these domains. You expect the salary of around somewhere which averages 10,000 rupees. After spending a year, you expect something like this. And then after 2 years, you can expect somewhere close to 50, 60,000 rupees in a month. These are the salaries for the top tier cities of India. If you are thinking to go beyond this amount, then you have to really think about becoming a performance marketer or a project manager. A performance marketer is someone who not only launch campaigns or different uh, projects on different platforms, but they also know how to drive the performance out of it, how to generate revenue out of these projects. Or else you become a project manager, someone who manages the entire project for the brand, for the agencies. And then having these two skills means you can think about going beyond 1.5 to 2 lakh rupees in India. But then you have to understand you need some prerequisites. You need to understand what all things are required to make a career in digital marketing. So what you do, you start with selecting one single platform, as I said. Let's see if you decide Google, then you complete all the certifications of Google. You go through completing all the job interview questionnaires of Google for different topics. You need to have an excellent communication skill. If not, then you have to continuously work on improving your communication skills. You complete a digital marketing portfolio, which means if you have a resume, you should be having some websites or some projects listed on that resume. Because when you go for a job, the interviewers expect you to have understanding or expect you to have like completing some projects in your digital marketing journey. It's always good if you can decide one single niche in this domain. Now, let's say if you are good with understanding of education based projects, you go with education projects, real estate or e-commerce projects. It's always recommended to go with one single niche. At least you should be having expertise of one single niche. Like if I talk about myself, I'm having a great understanding of real estate and education based projects. I'm not really good with e-commerce based projects. You optimize your LinkedIn profile and your profiles over the different job portals. And then you can simply start applying for different job options. Maybe you start with Internshala for an internship program. Then you go with applying at Google Partner Agency sites at partners directory with google.com. You apply at different meta partner agencies, and also you think about applying at different job portals who are providing jobs as a freelancers, remote jobs in the digital marketing domain. And not only job, in digital marketing, you always have options to get a project for yourself, to become a freelancer. So you join different groups over Facebook, you apply for different projects over Upwork, you connect with different people who are having the listings over Google Maps, you apply at the search engine results, or you launch your own campaigns over Facebook and Google so that you can get a project for yourself. Now, when I have seen experts in digital marketing domain, then they always have the different projects along with their jobs. So they're always having the dual income, one from the job, and second, when they have different projects in their hands. But then to make a career, you always have to have an understanding of different terms in digital marketing, starting with impressions, clicks, PPC, CTR conversion rate, conversions, which means how many sales you generate, cost per acquisition, your target audience, and the fancy terms like KPIs, CTAs, TGs, bounce rate, CPM. I mean, you need to have a real understanding of all of these terms in digital marketing. And now you can think about starting your certifications. Start with doing Google Ads certifications like business measurement, search, display, discovery, Google Ads video, shopping. And you do all of these certifications through skillshop.exceedlms.com. And then once you have decided, okay, you are going with Google, you are good with all of these terms, then you finally start learning your Google topics, where it starts with planning a project. Now, this project planning is for all the digital marketing topics. You need to know how do you plan a project, then how do you plan the keywords for that project, and finally, how do you do media planning for that project. Then once you do how to plan projects, then you have to get into the campaign creation part, starting with creating search campaigns, display campaigns, cookie and remarketing, shopping video, performance packs, app install and local, or smart campaigns. And then you know how do you set up the conversion tracking, set up Google Analytics account, a merchant center account, or set up conversion tracking again or the GTM account, let's say. And then But then you really have to start with planning part. You really should know how do you plan a project. Now, trust me, if you know planning of a project, planning of keywords, and planning medias, then half of your journey in digital marketing is sorted. So project planning is like you start with if the project can really be promoted over digital marketing domains. What is the category of this project? The project type, the objective, is it branding or sales? What all services you're going to provide for this project? What is going to be your target audience? Is it female, male, target location? And then finally, how much budget you're assigning for this project. Once you are done with project planning part, you do keyword planning to check if you are getting the average monthly searches for these keywords or not. And then how much you have to pay to get searches on these keywords. And finally, it's important to do the media planning. Now, media planning is the most important part when it comes to joining a job, when it comes to giving the job interviews. Your interview will always be asking you that if they are giving you a budget of 30,000 rupees for a month, then how many sales you are going to drive with that budget? What all campaigns you want to run for that project? How many clicks or impressions you can expect you can generate for this project? Now, once you have completed this project planning, keyword planning, and media planning sheet, then you can finally think about becoming a Google Ad expert. Now I have this entire project-based Google Ads training sheet available, which starts with plannings, which means module 1, 2, and 3 for digital marketing plannings, project keyword and media planning. Then you go with search topics, starting with Google Ads or search engine marketing overview, Google Ad account structure, search campaign creation, keyword match types, negative keywords, ad extensions, search campaign optimization. Then we have display topics starting with GTN network, and you have the further topics for digital marketing, Google Ads training. But then the most important part is you complete all of these modules with different project-based exercises. You start with doing exercises for project number 1, which is the e-commerce portal. Then you do exercises for project 2, which is a education-based portal, and then project 3, which is real estate portal. Now, the reason why it's important is because when you complete any topic in digital marketing, it's all about practically launching the campaigns. So let's say if you complete topic of search campaign creation, you'll be asked to create a search campaign for this website. Along with this, you will be asked to create a search campaign for education portal and a search campaign for real estate portal. Also, whenever you think about getting a job, then you will be asked to know, like you will be asked to how many projects you have completed in that domain. You have to show the portfolio. You have to show the projects for that, for your like digital marketing journey. If you say you have not worked on any project, then trust me, getting a job is going to be very, very difficult. So that's why I have shown you, or I have asked you to create to create activities, to create campaigns in 3 different domains, in 3 different uh, in 3 different ways in digital marketing. So every single topic will be asking you to create 3 different type of campaigns. And then you have the job interview questionnaire.